Story time. Let's talk about it. I got an email from a cat. If you want to send me an email that you want to be a topic up here on my YouTube channel, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe right now. I'd appreciate that, man. For real, I'd appreciate that. But I got a cat, man, that was 23 years old. Emailed me, and he said, "How do I deal with heartbreak? How do I deal with heartbreak?" He said he recently is going through his first heartbreak with a woman. Okay, so he said, how do I deal with it? He says he's not dealing with it too good right now. His girlfriend just broke up with him last week. They had been together for about a year, so he's not handling it too good. Okay, so look, man, let's do story time. Story time with Uncle Kev. All right, so look, man, when I was 22, right, I had just come home from college, and I had met this chick, we'll just call her A, right? I met this chick named A, and I met this chick named B. Now, B, I didn't really like that much. B was just something to do. You know what I'm saying? It was just something to do. I was young, I was 22, so don't persecute me, you dig? So B was just something to do, passing time. A was a chick I really wanted. And we met over the summer, right after I got out of college. Went over to her house, we kicked it, you know. That summer of 2007, I didn't fuck. So she had come by the crib, we was making out in the bed. I thought I had a fucking condom. I didn't have a condom. I never was gonna be no baby daddy ass nigga. It's just not in my DNA to be a baby daddy ass nigga, especially not at that age. So me fucking bitches raw at 22, 23, that wasn't in my DNA. So basically, what happened is she started talking to somebody else. Cool, whatever. So wasn't no malice or nothing. We just stopped talking, stopped texting or whatever. You feel me? And let's fast forward to December of 2007. She calls me out of nowhere. Hey, happy holidays, how things going? I'm like, hey, everything is cool. So then she's like, all right, I'm gonna be back in town, because she went to college at Sacramento State. We both lived in the Bay, but Sacramento was 2 hours away from the Bay. You feel me? So, all right, so she comes back home. We hang out the whole day. I ended up spending the night over with her at her grandma's house. And her grandma was out of town, so we fooled around that night. And then about a week later, she's like, hey, I want you to come stay with me for the weekend in Sacramento. I said, all right, cool. So I went up there, we fooled around, got some head, fucked around, we ended up fucking. And the story went left at this point. So it's a Friday. The first thing I noticed is a fucking open condom wrapper on the side of her bed. This ain't my bitch. So I'm like, okay, whatever. We fuck around that night, get some head. We didn't fuck, but we fucked around. You dig what I'm saying? We grown, so we fucked around. The next morning, I take a shower. I'm looking at her cabinet just to get some lotion, because I'm not finna be an ashy ass nigga. And I see an open pregnancy test. So I'm like, damn, okay. We and her both get drunk that night. We start arguing. I get on the road going back to the Bay, drunk, driving. And I'm not saying this is smart or anything like that, because my uncle actually died from a drunk driver a year after this. I was just spent. She calls me, I'm driving 45 minutes away from her, and she's like, yeah, come back. So I go back. We put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. We had sex, and, you know, toxic sex, you know, it's the best sex at the time, or so it felt. Wake up the next morning, I see a nigga, I hear somebody fucking around with her door, and it's some nigga walking through her house. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? So I get up and leave. Blood didn't even trip on me. It's a trip. And she's calling me, hey, that's my ex-boyfriend, woo, this and this other shit, right? So me and her stopped talking for 2 weeks. And for some stupid ass reason, I gave her a second chance. So the whole spring, Literally, me and her fucking around. I'm driving up to Sacramento to kick it with her. She coming to the Bay, and we don't have a title. We're just fucking. You know what I mean? So then let's fast forward to June, and I like this girl. I look on her MySpace, and she hugged up with another nigga, right? So of course I felt some type of way. Damn, this done been a whole goddamn year of me been kind of low-key talking off and on, and that's how it ended. And I'm gonna tell you, that shit, that was the only heartbreak I had as an adult, right? So when that shit happened, I remember I handled it very, very bad. I've been heartbroken from people dying, but heartbreaking from a romantic situation is completely different. So the way I handle it when people would die is I would do it the toxic way. I would get drunk, eat my feelings. I started gaining weight and all type of shit. That's that unhealthy way. That's how most people handle shit. I remember me and her stopped fucking around. I had fucked like 3 different broads in the same week just because I was salty. You know what I mean? One of them really liked me. The other 2 were just, actually 2 of them really liked me. The other one was just some bitch I met off MySpace and I smashed the first night. That type of situation. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. Don't be bitter. This is the way to do it is take your ass to the gym. Maybe like go to the gym. Don't drink your feelings. Don't call it drunk. I've done all that shit, right? None of that shit is player. The player way is to handle it with grace. If you see her out with another nigga, don't trip, keep it moving, but get better. You know what I'm saying? So when she sees you or she see you again, she like, damn, I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I would handle it. So the best way to deal with heartbreak is to get better. Don't get worse. You feel me? All right, y'all.